Hello everybody, and welcome to the first ever Virtual Construction Specifications Canada Awards celebration. My name is Russell Snow, and I'm the 4th VP of CSC, and on behalf of CSC, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today to recognize our 2020 award recipients. First off, I hope that you had a fantastic holiday season and were able to celebrate with families, whether in person or virtually. And in addition, I want to wish you all the very best for 2021, and I'm sure like me, you're hoping the worst of this pandemic is behind us, and we can finally start making some plans for the future. If you've ever been to a conference, you know that throughout the conference, the organizing committee is recognized for all of the hard work that they put together, putting on a fantastic conference year after year after year. And unfortunately this year, with the Montreal conference being canceled, we can't do that. So at this time, please join me in thanking the Montreal Conference Committee for all of the hard work that they had done in putting together what promised to be a great conference. Led by Yvonne Lachance, CCCA, they worked tirelessly and had organized a fantastic conference where we all would have had a great time meeting up with old friends, making some new ones, and all at the same time learning a few things on what promised to be a great technical program. I was so looking forward to going, and a sincere thank you to all of you. I know most of us want to forget about last year, as well as some of the words and phrases that I hope never to hear again. Pandemic, craziness, unprecedented, Zoom meeting, and the ever popular, and what I think is the 2020 phrase of the year, you're on mute. But even with all that stuff, there are definitely some highlights, and for CSC, that is recognition of our award recipients. We didn't want to just let the year go by without recognizing them and all of the volunteers for all the hard work and dedication that they have given to our association. Whether it be at the chapter level or national, we are sincerely grateful for the time that is spent to support and grow our association. I've volunteered for a number of years, and let's just leave it at that, and I understand the time it takes away from your families and your real job. Sometimes it does get forgotten, so I personally would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for your time and commitment to CSC. I'm excited about what the future holds. I'd also like to thank our Executive Director Nick Frangic, CAE, Clapton Fiola, and Brad Noble for all of the hard work that you do. This does not always get recognized, but you all do so much work behind the scenes, and I can personally attest that the support you provide is essential to our success. So thank you. And now, what you've all been waiting for, our award celebration. Nick told me that I do have to follow a script, so I will, but I may go off the cuff a little bit. Obviously, it's a little different this year. No lunch, no pictures, no entertaining MC, but what is consistent is recognition for all of our award recipients. All of their contributions and dedication should not go unnoticed, and we hope that the following event highlights each of these wonderful individuals and everything that they have done. We do have some special guests joining us throughout the celebration, so you're not just stuck with me. But before I go, I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations and thanks to each and every one of you. Oh yeah, I can't forget, I am CSC. First on our list of celebrities, and to kick off this event, please join me in welcoming Wyatt Eckert, our current president of CSC.
Thanks for the introduction, Russ. In a year that's been exceptional and extraordinary for a lot of reasons, it's a pleasure to take the time to recognize several outstanding members and their achievements. Of course, these are only a few of our many, many members who contribute to our outstanding organization. On behalf of the entire Executive Council, we thank each of you for your effort, contribution, patience, and support this past year. And finally, congratulations to all those being recognized today.
Thank you, Wyatt. As you can see, we're in good hands with our leadership. And now, from one good leader to another, I would like to introduce immediate past president Greg Hofstad. Greg will be presenting our Life Membership Awards.
Good afternoon, everyone. Life Membership Award. The CSC Life Membership Award is the highest accolade the association can bestow on an individual in recognition of their service to the association. 3 distinguished CSC members are being honored today. It is with great pleasure and pride that on behalf of the CSC Board of Directors and CSC membership that I present these awards to the following very worthy recipients. Claude Giguère, FCSC. Susan Morris, FCSC. And Dawn Shortreed, FCSC, RSW.
Bonjour. C'est un honneur et un privilège de nommer Claude Giguère, Fellow DCC, membre de la section de Montréal, à titre de membre à vie de Devote Construction Canada. Après s'être joint à DCC en juin 1998, Claude a immédiatement fait montre de dévouement et d'engagement, non seulement envers DCC, mais auprès de toute l'industrie de la construction. Il a occupé divers postes au sein du conseil de la section, dont plusieurs années à la barre du magazine Le Rédacteur, en plus d'avoir contribué à l'élaboration du site web de la section. Il a aussi participé très activement aux congrès de 2000 et de 2011 de DCC qui se sont déroulés à Montréal. Au fil de ses années d'adhésion à DCC, Claude a été l'exemple modèle de « Je suis DCC ». Claude a beaucoup de considération et de respect envers autrui, qualité dont il a fait preuve dans tout ce qu'il a fait pour l'association, de son arrivée au conseil d'administration jusqu'à ses années à titre de président. Claude a été très actif au sein de divers comités, ce qui témoigne de son engagement envers DCC. Sa participation lui a permis d'acquérir une connaissance approfondie des objectifs et des activités de l'association. Il demeure actif auprès de DCC et du Collège des Fellows. Il est important aussi de souligner sa contribution ayant consisté à traduire de l'anglais au français le répertoire normatif Master Format, ce qu'il a fait pratiquement tout seul, en plus d'avoir aidé au lancement de le magazine Construction qui fut publié pendant quelques années. Claude Giguère, Fellow de DCC, grâce à ses contributions et à son dévouement, mérite bien la plus haute distinction qui soit, en tant que membre de DCC, soit celle de membre à vie. Félicitations, Claude.
Claude, congratulations on your well-deserved CSC Life Membership Award. Susan Morris. It is an honor to present Susan Morris, FCSC, Lead AP, ASCT, and member of the Vancouver chapter, the CSC Life Membership Award. Susan graduated with a diploma in architectural technology from Ryerson Polytechnical Institute in 1967. Following graduation, Susan worked for Transport Canada and then Arthur Erickson Architects. She was an assistant architectural specification writer at the firm and contributed to many significant architectural projects such as the law courts in downtown Vancouver. During her 40-plus year career, Susan has been involved in many innovative and award-winning projects. These buildings have received accolades to include the Governor General's Medal in Architecture, the Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia Award in Architecture, and the Canadian Architect Award of Excellence. Susan is a fixture in the Canadian specifications community. She is the founder and principal of Morris Specifications, Inc., and has been writing architectural specifications for over 40 years. Susan became a member of CSC in 1992, 3 years after forming her practice. Soon after joining CSC Vancouver, Susan became involved in chapter events, serving on the chapter executive for more than 12 years as specification officer, newsletter editor, BCIT bursary liaison, vice chair, chair, and for 5 years as the chapter director. Susan mentored new members to CSC and encouraged them to become actively involved. Vice President Kimberly Tompkins credits Susan as the reason for her joining CSC. Her first call to Susan resulted in Susan suggesting that Kim would be very well served by joining the Vancouver chapter to further her career and to make industry connections. During Susan's tenure as Architectural Institute of BC liaison, Susan was instrumental in having the Vancouver chapter programs recognized by the AIBC for continuing education credits. This greatly increased the attendance of AIBC members at local chapter events. Not only did more architects join CSC as a result of this liaison, but the CSC brand gained recognition in the local design and construction community. Susan's proudest moment came in 2003 when, after teetering on the brink of financial ruin, the Vancouver chapter was solidly re-established under her leadership and the recipient of the Lloyd Body Chapter of the Year Award. In addition to her commitment to the Vancouver chapter, Susan was instrumental in founding the Vancouver Island chapter. Susan has served on several association committees, including the RSW Subcommittee and the Technical Studies Committee. She has always been a strong proponent of continuing education and has taught parts of the PCD course, spoken to students at BCIT about the merit of CSC as an association, and specification writing as a career. Recognized at both the local and national levels, Susan has received numerous chapter awards, program director awards, and was inducted into the CSC College of Fellows in 2010. In June 2019, Susan received honorary membership in the Architectural Institute of British Columbia. Honorary membership is bestowed to non-architects who have made noteworthy contributions to the profession of architecture in British Columbia. Susan Morris, FCSC. Through your countless contributions and dedication to the association and our industry, CSC presents you with our highest form of recognition and distinction, the CSC Life Member Award. Congratulations, Susan. Don Shortreed. Don Shortreed, FCSC, RSW, is a personal friend and most worthy recipient of this prestigious award in recognition of his dedication and commitment to the well-being of the association and to the betterment of construction documentation and the construction industry as a whole. Don first joined CSC in 1988 and has been a long-standing member and enthusiastic supporter of CSC ever since. Don quickly joined the Toronto chapter executive, where he served on several chapter portfolios before becoming chapter chair and then chapter director. As chapter director, Don was instrumental in helping to repair and improve the relationship between the Toronto chapter and the association. Don was also a member of the Toronto chapter trade show committee, where he served as committee chair for a year. Under Don's leadership and guidance, the Toronto chapter was acknowledged with the Lloyd Body Chapter of the Year Award in 1994. At the board of directors, Don became actively involved and engaged to lend his talents to the betterment of CSC. He soon went on to assume the role as vice president and served as president during the period of 2001 to 2002. Under his guidance as vice president, CSC began the process to reevaluate and restructure the CSC education courses, which led to the successful education streams that CSC enjoys today. Don has returned to the CSC Executive Council, where he provides guidance and direction while fulfilling his second term as CSC Secretary-Treasurer. Don has been an active and invaluable supporter of CSC, always ready to volunteer his time and knowledge on various CSC committees and tasks, including Chair of Conference 2004, the Education Maintenance Task Team, the Construction Canada Editorial Advisory Board, and the Registrar Advisory Task Team in 2012. Don recently accepted one of 3 CSC representative positions on the CCDC National Joint Committee. As a past instructor and strong proponent of CSC education courses, Don ensures his own staff receives the appropriate education on contract documentation by attending CSC courses. Don achieved the Registered Specification Writer designation in 1997 and was elected to the CSC College of Fellows in 2003. Don has received several personal CSC awards over the years, including the Chapter Award of Merit, Chapter Award of Appreciation, and Program Directors Award. Don Shortreed, FCSC, RSW, through your countless contributions and dedication to the association and our industry, CSC presents you with our highest form of recognition and distinction, the CSC Life Member Award. Congratulations, Don. Well deserved, my friend.
Thank you, Greg, and thank you, Yvonne, for those kind words. Congratulations, Susan, Claude, and Don, for your Life Membership Award. I'm so honored to know each of you, and I'm very pleased that you've received this prestigious award. Each of you have given so much to the association and are so very well deserving of this. I look forward to the time that we can be together so that I can congratulate each and every one of you in person. Continuing on, I would now like to introduce a good friend of mine from south of the border. If any of you have ever attended a conference, I'm sure you remember this gentleman. Rum and OJ is his drink, and I have a soft spot for him because he is a fellow soccer player. Anyone know yet? Please join me in welcoming John Lape, FCSC, FCSI, CCS, and the Chancellor of the College of Fellows to present our Fellowship Awards.
My name is John Lape, FCSC, FCSI, CCS, AIA, Chancellor of the College of Fellows. I'd first like to introduce the officers of the college. Dean Mike Garlinsky, FCSC. Registrar Sandro Uvaldino, FCSC, RSW, Life Member. Treasurer Peter Semchek, FCSC, RSW, CCCA. The year 2020 has been an extraordinary challenge on many fronts. The year has impacted virtually everyone on the globe. I wish the very best for every single individual that impacts our lives. On November 30th, 1966, the Board of Directors of the Specification Writers Association of Canada, now named Construction Specifications Canada, proposed the establishment of a College of Fellows. Each year since 1967, it has been the privilege of the college to officially recognize members who have made outstanding contributions to the enhancement of CSC. One new fellow may be elected for every 1,000 members or portion thereof, and additional fellows are selected at the discretion of the college. Candidates for fellowship shall have been a member of the association for a continuous period of at least 10 years, having made a significant and conspicuous contribution to CSC. The candidate must be nominated by at least 7 members from 3 chapters, of which 3 must be members of the College of Fellows. Each nominator must provide a letter of support. In making their specific contribution to the enhancement of CSC, each fellow has demonstrated their best efforts to further the objectives of the association, namely, to foster the interest of those who are engaged in or affected by the compilation of or use of any form of specification or related documentation for the construction industry, to publish literature or related documentation for the construction industry, or to engage in activities to improve procedures and techniques related to the construction industry. The officers of the college would like to introduce 2 new fellows who have met and exceeded the mandatory criteria and have received a majority of votes in election by the college. Kazim Kanini, FCSC, CCCA. Kaz, as everyone knows him, has been one of those rising CSC stars that everyone recognized since he joined the association in 2007. Some feared he might burn out, that youthful energy and valor for the association might wane over time. Far from it. He continues to advocate and promote CSC at his Toronto chapter and at the national level, and currently including serving as Vice President on the CSC's Board of Directors. He's being called an ideas guy, a let's get it done and how can we make it better guy. When people talk about CAS, they use adjectives like fair, equitable, integrity, detail-oriented, and thorough. Others summed up his personality in this way: he's always the one at the end of the night to make sure the bill gets paid and everyone gets home safe. Tom Newton, FCSC, CCCA. Tom has worked in the construction, design, and contract administration field for over 50 years. He became a member of CSC in 1990 and has been an independent specifications consultant in the Calgary area for decades. Tom has been one of those volunteer members every chapter hopes to have. He's always willing to step up and help wherever asked. He has taught CSC courses, sat on a CTR presentation review panel, mentored emerging professionals, written articles for the chapter newsletter, and volunteered for the golf tournament, to name but a few examples. He played a key role as a CSC Calgary liaison to both the Calgary Construction Association and the Alberta Roofing Contract Association for many years. In 1992, he became one of 2 Calgary trustees for the CSC Alberta Section Training Trust Fund. It was instrumental in the development and funding of CSC's education courses. I'd like to welcome Kaz and Tom to the College of Fellows. I also sincerely hope to see each and every one of you next year in Saskatoon. I am CSC.
Thank you, John, and congratulations to both Tom and Kaz. I'm proud to call both of you my friends and honored to be part of a ceremony where you're recognized for your achievements. I look forward to celebrating with each of you when I see you next. And on a side note, one of the highlights of my CSC career is actually when I got to present with Tom a few years ago at the CSC conference, where we actually had to blend our 2 presentation styles together. It was an absolute blast working with him, and I'm happy I did it and look forward to at some point getting together and doing it again. And now, I'd like to pass this over to myself, as it's my pleasure to present the Longevity Awards. Since 1954, CSC has been an active and respected association in Canada's construction industry, and with all of the benefits that we offer our membership, the value is clear, as is evidenced by our overall membership retention. This year we have over 170 members, celebrating anywhere from 10 to 50 years of continuous membership within CSC. I'm so pleased to say that out of this, 16 individuals have been a member for an amazing 40 years, with 2 of these being an astounding 50 years. Still me. On behalf of CSC, I would like to sincerely congratulate each and every one of you for continued membership and support of our association. A special thank you and recognition goes out to John Chomiak, FCSC, and David James for over 50 years. Next on our slate is the Eureka Club Award for Membership Recruitment. To qualify for this award, a member must sponsor at least 3 new members during the membership year. This year, Kazim Kanani, FCSC, CSP, CCCA, and Tim Simpson both sponsored 5 new members, and Michelle Wood sponsored 3. We have 1 member that had exceeded those numbers and is a recipient of the Russell W. Cornell Award for sponsoring 9 members. Please join me in congratulating Jesse Watson. And now, since you're probably all really tired of me, I'd like to introduce 3 of my fellow Executive Council members, Kaz Kanani, FCSC, CSP, CCCA, Kimberly Tompkins, FCSC, CTR, and Wyatt Eckert, to present our Program Directors Awards for their respective portfolios. Program Directors Awards are presented to those who have provided commitment, dedication, and service towards the betterment of our association, our core beliefs, and have assisted greatly towards the betterment of our programs.
It gives me great pleasure to present the Education Certification Committee Program Directors Award. These awards are being presented to the following deserving individuals: Colleen Barabanov, RSW, for her continued leadership as chair of the RSW subcommittee. Jim Mansfield, RSW, and Peter Semchuk, FCSC, RSW, CCCA, are being recognized for their long-term service on the RSW committee as they prepare to step down. And finally, Kazim Kanani, FCSC, CSP, CCA, is being recognized for his continued service on the Education Program Advisory Council, or EPAC for short. Congratulations to these very well-deserved winners.
The Technical Studies Committee Program Directors Award is being presented to Claude Giguère, FCSC, for his years of commitment and for his work as the CSC representative to the Institute for BIM in Canada, now called Building Smart Canada. After several years of service, Claude will be stepping away from the committee. In addition, Mila Legge, RSW, and Walter Strachan, FC RSW, will be presented the Technical Studies Award for their continued work and effort as our representatives on CCDC. Congratulations to you all.
It all starts when the chapter director from a respective chapter approaches the board of directors and makes a pitch to the entire board looking to host the conference in their city. Well, the Conference 2020 was supposed to be held in Montreal, Quebec. And unfortunately, much like 2020, everything else got canceled, as did our wonderful conference. Our conference isn't just an event filled with technical learning sessions and mentoring sessions. It is a big family reunion. We take a lot of pride and dedication in our conferences, and our conferences are by far one of the best ones out in the industry. Unfortunately, due to the cancellation, we didn't get to see the hard work and the effort that the Montreal Conference Committee put together. However, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to award the Program Directors Award for Conferences 2020 to the entire Montreal Conference Committee, led under the guidance of Yvon Lachance and Pierre-Luc Baril. These group of individuals, they put their heads together, they put time, effort, and dedication in to building a strong technical program, a fun-filled companion program, as well as some great social events. Unfortunately, due to the cancellation, we weren't able to realize the hard work of all these individuals. However, we are grateful for their time and their efforts put forward, and it gives me great pleasure to congratulate the entire Montreal Conference 2020 committee. We look forward to coming back to Montreal in the near future, and hope that you will all be around to organize yet again another conference for us. Thank you.
Thank you all, and congratulations to all of our recipients. Now, on to our next award, and this gentleman needs no introduction, but I will anyway. David Graham, our third vice president, gave up the coast for the prairies and is enjoying every last minute of it. I'm not sure how he survives the cold, but seeing him in a different hat every meeting probably helps keep in the heat, or at least that's what my mother told me. Yes, David, I know he also lived in Edmonton. Anyway, please join me in welcoming David Graham to present the Chapter Awards of Merit.
I'm David Graham. Welcome to the virtual awards. I'm here to present the Chapter Award Merit. I'm your third VP, and my portfolio is chapter development and membership. So I'm going to describe the sort of qualifications and criteria for this award. I'm going to have to read the script because it's best done that way. The Chapter of Award Merit is in recognition of contribution to the advancement of CSC by an individual member at the chapter level. Active and enthusiastic participation in the activities of the chapter by a member for a substantial period of time is one of the qualifications for this award. Members are recognized for their dedication to chapter programs such as monthly meetings, education offerings, and their leadership on committees at the chapter level. Each chapter is entitled to 2 Chapter Award Merits. First, 100 members and an additional Chapter Award of Merit for each 100 chapter members or part thereof. Chapters also present Chapter Award Merit to their own outstanding members. This year's recipients include, from the Toronto chapter, Kiyoshi Kirawa, Brian Abbey, Ian Stewart, CTR, can. Congratulations. From Montreal, we have Pierre-Luc Baril, Dalius Bulota, and Janine Lamoureux. Atlantic chapter, we have Peter Emmett, FCSC CCA, and Adam Strachan, RSW. From Calgary, we have Colleen Barabanov, Smiley, as people know her, RSW, Trevor Devnage, and Jonathan Greenland, CTR. Edmonton, we have Andrew Brassington, CTR, and Jessica Prosser. From Grand Valley, we have Stephanie Hargest and Matthew Scheidel. In Regina chapter, we have Kevin Hendricks and Tim Walsh, CCCA. From Vancouver, we have John Alley, Brian Mayer, CTR, and Tony Martinelli, CCCA. Last but not least, of course, Winnipeg chapter. We have James Folker, Zeb Houdon, and Ryan Lebaron. Now, I hope I pronounced all your names correctly, but forgive me if I didn't. I'm so grateful that we have these people getting these awards. It means a lot to the CSC, and we are all so very thankful for their hard efforts and their work involved in the chapter development. Again, congratulations to all of you. Well deserved. Take care. Bye.
Congratulations to each and every one of you. The strength of our chapter certainly contributes to our overall success of the association, and I would like to thank all of you for everything that you do. At this time, I would like to hand it back to Wyatt Eckert, our current president, to present our National Awards of Merit.
Thanks, Russ. The National Award of Merit is presented to members in recognition of their contribution to the well-being of CSC for exceptional effort, zeal, effectiveness, and time expended for the benefit of CSC as a whole and towards the betterment of the industry. This year, Gary Hartman, RSW, and George Heath, FCSC, will be awarded the National Award of Merit. Gary Hartman is recognized for his years of service as one of the CSC representatives on the Canadian Construction Documents Committee. George Heath is recognized for his work on the Education Program Advisory Committee and for his continued work on the Marketing Committee. Congratulations to you both.
A sincere congratulations to both Gary and George, so well deserved. At this time, I would be amiss to say how sorry I was to hear of Gary's passing, and my sincere condolences go out to all of Gary's family, friends, and colleagues. I had the pleasure of meeting Gary, and I must say what a fantastic gentleman he was. He will certainly be missed. And now, for the final awards of this celebration, I would like to reintroduce Greg Hofstad. Some of you may be thinking, Greg who? Okay, well at least I know the board members giggled at that. It is a bit of an inside joke. When someone becomes past president, the joke is they forget who they are and they get tagged the last name who. But kidding aside, no one can ever forget Greg, and I would like to hand it over to him to present our President's Chapter Award and the Lloyd Body Award.
President's Chapter Award. The President's Chapter Awards encourage and recognize active, forward-looking chapters. The award is based on 6 categories by established formulas which take into consideration the variations in chapter size and their geography. The categories are chapter growth, meeting attendance, financial contribution to the association, conference attendance, education programs, and the chapter newsletter. This year's recipients are the Atlantic, Calgary, Edmonton, Grand Valley, Montreal, Regina, Toronto, Vancouver, Vancouver Island, and Winnipeg chapters. Congratulations to you all and your chapters. And now, the Lloyd Body Chapter of the Year Award. The Lloyd Body Chapter of the Year Award recognizes outstanding achievements by a chapter towards fostering the objectives of CSC. Evaluation by the President, past President, and Executive Director. It is based on the following criteria: membership growth, chapter communications, chapter program, attendance at meetings, professional development opportunities, financial contribution, spirit and effort, participation in local design and construction industry, and the overall CSC committee involvement. A lectern is presented annually to one chapter which has excelled in all of these activities. The Lloyd Body Chapter of the Year Award goes to the Toronto chapter. Congratulations, Toronto chapter and team. Well done.
Thank you, Greg. It is wonderful to see all of the chapters recognized for their growth, member participation, and overall industry support. Congratulations all, and a special congratulations to the Toronto chapter for receiving the Lloyd Body Award. Very well deserved, and a sincere thank you to your executive committee and chapter members. This now draws our 2020 virtual CSC celebration to a close. I again would like to congratulate everybody that has won an award or was recognized today. I'd also like to thank you to all of our presenters for taking the time to clean yourselves up and record your videos. Very well done. And to close, as I said at the beginning, we would not be where we are today without all of your continued dedication and support, and I thank you for that. Thank you all for joining us today and allowing us into your homes, offices, cars, or wherever else you're watching this. And I'd like to wish each and every one of you all the best for 2021 and hope that at some point this year we do get an opportunity to get together, share some laughs, and raise a glass to celebrate. Thank you.